Why are you here? Do you ever ask yourself this? Why are you here? And by here, I mean planet Earth. Why did you choose to incarnate at this time? Why do you want to be here? On a soul level, why do you want to be here? I found myself asking this more lately, and it's kind of funny. I came across an old journal entry from February of 2022, and I had written this same question in my journal. Why am I here? And it's interesting that just this past month, this question has been coming up a lot for me. And even in times where I'm struggling, sometimes I have those days or those moments where I'm thinking, why would anyone want to be here? Right? When life gets hard or challenging, or maybe there's just a lot going on in the world, maybe you're picking up on collective energy that isn't great, or it's just something you're going through personally. Like, it's okay to ask yourself this. It's okay to ask yourself this from a place of feeling like you don't really want to be here. I feel that sometimes, whether it's me or other people's energy, it doesn't matter. It's something that comes up for me from time to time, because while I try to focus on love and light and helping others, all the good things, being grateful, enjoying life, finding joy in the little things. And I do, don't get me wrong, I do. But I would be lying if I said I never had days or moments where it feels like too much. The energy's off. I'm having a low moment or a low day, either from something I'm going through, or alternatively could be picking up on other people's energy, or just collective things that our planet is moving through on an energetic moment. Because if we're being honest, there are darker energies. It is pain that is being processed. So if you ever feel this way, I would invite you to just allow yourself to notice that and feel what's coming up for you, even if you're not like dwelling on it, because that's something I could do a whole other episode on this just alone, and maybe I will sometimes. But there can be a balance between allowing yourself to feel your feelings, but not getting too stuck there, right? Like, we don't want to get into that victim mode or victim cycle. And we all do. Like, it's part of being human and just processing through things and growth. But even just saying, I'm noticing that I'm kind of falling into victim mode can really help pull you out of it, right? So it's okay. It's not a bad thing. I think it happens to everyone. And as you continue to grow and become more conscious and more aware of things, I would say it happens less, right? That's just part of growth. So regardless of where you're at, it's okay to feel what you're feeling. If you feel like you're feeling too much to the point where you're kind of getting into a victim cycle, just say it out loud. Just say, ooh, I feel like I'm noticing I'm kind of getting into a victim cycle, or feeling sorry for myself, or maybe getting into my ego with feeling this. Have I felt what I needed to? Can I just notice that and allow myself to release it? So definitely feel your feelings, but if you notice yourself getting stuck there, just acknowledge it out loud that you're noticing that you're getting stuck there, and that's enough. Like, you don't need to do anything else. You really don't. And we can get really set on trying to do the work to the point where we do too much work, and instead of just letting ourselves be and letting ourselves trust that our emotions are going to process like they are. So we just gotta just feel what comes up, whether it's surrounding this idea of why am I here, why would I want to be here, or whatever else it is you're going through. But on the opposite side of things, asking yourself why you're here can also be a positive. Okay, so I'm sharing the negative and the positive here because they're both, and as humans we can experience both sides of this. And if you're someone who really gets in depth with feeling this, and you feel this deeply, it's because you are meant for more. It's because your soul does have a purpose and you did choose to be here. Right? So that can bring some comfort. It can bring a little confusion sometimes on those tough days, but you're here for a reason. So you can also use this as a tool to ask yourself and dive more your purpose and why you're here, and look at it on that positive side, that deep soul alignment side. So that would be my action step for you. On a positive note, is to take some time, if you're feeling called, to meditate on this or journal on this, however you feel guided. Maybe you want to pull some cards on it, and just ask yourself, ask your soul. Your higher self knows, your higher self connects you to that soul level, your oversoul, and ask for the guidance. Connect. And you may not get an answer right away. You may not get a clear answer. You may not ever get an answer at all. Sometimes there's actually a lot of mystery to it that kind of helps us keep going. So there's no wrong answer here. And I would suggest trying not to attach to the idea of getting a super clear answer right away. I think it's different for everyone. You may already have a really clear reason for being here, or maybe you just kind of have like the general cliche type idea of why you're here, and maybe that's the it may sound cliche, but it's like sometimes can be generalized. Like I have some really good general answers for myself of why I'm here. I'm meant to help raise the consciousness of the planet, as many of you are. If you're listening to this, you probably are. You probably have some connection to that. As you learn and grow and become more conscious, become more emotionally aware, you're also helping the other people around you to do so, right? So like that's probably a general answer of part of why you're here, but you probably have some more specifics to your unique journey and what your soul is feeling called to, and how you bring that about to the world. So I'd invite you to ponder that. Ask yourself, why am I here? Ask your higher self, or God, the universe, whatever higher power or way you have of connecting to whatever you connect with. You call it whatever you want. But I invite you to do that. Ask yourself, why am I here?